like the colors. I go for vibrant colors. This guy, I chased him down the street. He was on stilts and he had these giant wings. These are dahlias. I grow them and I photograph them obsessively. And in September, if you want to know where I am, I'm taking pictures of dahlias. And it's non-stop. Jolly, you know. And so I do a lot with these. I like the other side of flowers a lot. And again, with anything that radiates out, I mean, it's all over the place. So I have a thing. And, are you filming me?
We're periscoping this.
Oh, no. All right. Y'all
What's the question, Nancy?
Yes, please ask me a question.
How do you do the black background?
Magic. Okay, so.
It's the hands again, right?
It is. So the deal is, one fateful day, I had a dahlia and I was moving it around the house trying to find some place to take a picture. And we have a bar, a built-in bar, 1955 house, with black Formica. And it's just like this enclave. It gets no sun whatsoever. There's hardly any light. So what I did that day was I had some light coming in from the window, not much. It was really dark. I set my ISO on like 600 and just open wide and put my camera on a tripod. And the picture came out. I was like, hey, that's not bad. So turned my image stabilization off, and that helped. And then I got a piece of foam board and I just held it and did a long exposure. And that's how that started. Now I have lights, and I just set up the lights and black just disappears.
Yeah, you can use, if you go up to like Walmart fabric, you get a piece of like a black velvet, not real velvet, what do they call that? Like the fake black velvet. Mm-hmm. It sucks up so much light that it's just not going to give you any reflections, and it's just going to give you that black background.
It just
with a nice, with a window light.
How this worked out. And so this was taken with, had 2 lights on it, umbrella lights. I don't even know. This is off the old hard drive. You guys can just get
Were you using a macro lens or just regular?
No, just regular. That was probably like a 14 to 42. Okay, I just had to obsess with the flowers for a minute. This is really, really old, and I'm glad I found it. I'm glad it printed as nicely as it did, but this again, same spot.
How old is old?
2004, 2005. Well, yeah, they got one like 15.
That's a good way to put it.
This is probably like a 2 megabyte file.
Have you ever, how big is too big with enlarging a cell phone image that you have?
I have an 8 by 10 there and I cropped it.
So those are like 11 by 14? Or?
Those aren't all cell phone. These are from the EM5.
Yeah, but
Or
has anybody tested how big of a shot is too big to try and print?
It's probably going to vary on your lighting and everything else.
Yeah.
There's some things online that if you put it into the printer, it tells you what size it can be.
oh, cool. Well, I mean, can you just
Or
look at
that a warning that's not clear enough.
Yeah, they'll say it can't be that big, but it'll tell you what it can be.
You can make, a cell phone picture can be enlarged pretty big, especially if you bring it through Photoshop. There used to be a program called Genuine Fractals, which would basically add pixels in to make large photos. Well, that's now actually built into Photoshop, so you can upscale a photograph pretty well in Photoshop. If you want to take a cell phone picture of 16 by 20 and you do it properly, you can keep it together, and it's still going to look pretty good, especially printing. Printing is not as high a resolution as what you see on a screen, so you're going to get a decent photograph out of it.
What is it called? Action or?
Well, I've always done, and this is an old school way, but if you just take a photo that maybe is the native size of 5 by 7 at 300 dpi, and you go, I want to bring this up to 16 by 20,
So just change.
what Photoshop has to do is it has to fill in the extra with pixels. But if you take it up a small amount at a time, say 10% at a time, and you go, as you start to increase the native file size, it really holds together real well. If you take it up, it's in very small
So
increments.
just go into the image.
Yeah, into your image size. Increase it by 10, like 100, what they call 110%,
Yeah.
and do that. You can even do that a couple times, and it still will hold together pretty well.
So, did that answer the question? As far as like the red picture, the burst right there, those were both taken with one big violet pocket camera. There's my long exposure. I took this 3 months ago in New Orleans on Bayou St. John. It was a total accident. I was sitting having beverages with my friend on the bayou, and because of the number of beverages, I can't tell you exactly what the settings were on this, but I had my camera sitting next to me, and I was listening to wonderful talk about dating, and I just started taking pictures. I wasn't even looking at it. I didn't know what I'd taken pictures of until we left. And I started reviewing in the car. I was like, hey, that's cool.
Did you use a tripod?
No, I had it. I just set it on a pylon next to me.
Oh, okay.
And it was pretty. Again, with a waterproof camera, so. This is part of my football extravaganza, super happy fun time, and there are a lot of pictures that I liked out of those, but this guy has a sort of determination that I enjoy watching. That was just a before the game picture, and I loved it. I like the whole thing. And y'all can critique and say nasty things. It's fine.
Who's the man with the picture report?
That's Gus Malzahn.
And actually Todd took one maybe the same time because that was in the paper.
Oh, yeah.
And it
Oh,
was
really?
more of a critique of the season, you know. They painted the picture that he was thinking about, you know, it didn't go really well.
Well, cool.
So I
There
looked
you
at
go.
that and I was like,
But like Frank was saying, what is it that you, I mean, not just this photo, but the other one, talk about why you picked it, why you think these photos are strong. Is there something like him, it's the determination that you like about it?
It's the determination. It's there's power there. It looks like he's got power behind it too, like it's pushing him forward. Now,
I think he actually split his pants and had to go
I did it for me, and this is how the picture was taken. I would rather see him going the other direction, but that's me.
Yeah.
Because, and I think that's kind of an American thing. We generally, right-handed people consider the future this way, or this way for you.
You can flip that picture in Photoshop.
I know.
There's no writing in it.
Lazy. Didn't think about it. This one I liked that he was so thoughtful, and that's what I was watching. He really did look deeply in thought and like isolated, and you can see in this picture that there's like a bubble around him, and there's nobody else there, and that came through for me, and that's why I like that. So,
Kind of cool not seeing so many people in the stands either.
right. Well, and there's the whole nobody else there, and it's just him. He's isolated. Just her expression. I mean, you know what's going on in the game, right? Can we tell? Any guesses?
Either really good or really bad.
I think it was bad that day.
It was bad that day.
Interception, yeah.
That was this season, right?
But her expressiveness, I haven't seen a whole lot of people that expressive. And it makes me want to turn around and look at what she's looking at.
Outside of Mardi Gras, you mean?
That's a good observation.
There are no feelings in that whole bottom row.
That's a healthy kiddo.
Either she's very rich and got all caps, or she's very healthy and has no cavities.
People of a certain age, had silver fillings, and now they're trying to take them out. I like though her face is exploding, like on the girl on the right more so. You can see the veins about, around her eyebrows.
Right, in her neck.
Yeah. Way more.
I mean, yeah, she was really, really into that game. Again, with the doors. I had to throw that in there. This is a travel pic. Now we're kind of in the travel pics. When I travel, there are an unusual number of pictures of door hinges, doorknobs, like construction bits. Like I'll zero in on a faucet. I just take a ton of pictures. Like in the Memphis airport. Has anybody been there? Oh, it's awesome. It's like my happy place. You love it. Memphis airport. It's like a time capsule, 1950s, like swoopy long columns and nobody there. And like I walked in like kind of just like glossy floor, brand new looking Naugahyde. It looked like nobody ever been there, and there's windows. Very cool.
But that's the female toilet, right?
Hmm?
It's the woman's toilet, right?
No, that's the airport.
Oh, I thought they.
But I did take pictures in the bathroom because that was also awesome.
Our bathrooms.
It was-
Totally.
I'm sure the men's was the same file. It had like this awesome awkward.
Where was this taken?
This was taken in the Munich residence.
But you don't see many knobs like that around here.
I know, right? We don't get that kind of hardware anymore. We just don't make them like they used to. All right, I snuck up on a nun, and this is when I was glad that I had like a pure digital camera, and that does not look good up there at all. Looks better on this screen. It probably would have been better printed out, but
You can turn the computer around.
I thought you
It
were
could
gonna
be
say
that
you
it's
were
just a
glad
little
was-
too much light.
that's God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't you just
Yeah, your
crank
blacks
the
are
light
there.
down on
The
the
contrast
on the
is-
projector?
I don't know how.
Contrast.
Sometimes you can.
Contrast is right.
Okay.
Yours has.
I'm leaving it alone. It looks better on the screen.
Yeah, that's good.
You were glad there was a fence there so that it's
Exactly. I had a head start. So, the first time I walked in there, I had the auto. Like she was the only woman, the only person in this whole church, and we walked in Paul, outside of Innsbruck, Austria, and I knew that I was going to make a lot of noise, and I thought of course I was going to quiet the mouse. It's not. So there's a room between the rooms. Like you come in from outside and there's photos and stuff.
Vestibule.
Thank you. In the vestibule, like managed to quiet everything down, and since it wasn't in a cellar, it didn't make an obnoxious noise, and I took a lot of pictures. So when we were at Kelby, he was doing the nuns and I was awesome. It was so quiet, I'm sure she heard it loud and clear. She probably still heard the camera. This was in a different church in Hall, and that church was from 1300s, I think. And this is like ancient graffiti, and I thought it was awesome. My foot, if it'd been a Sharpie, back then that's probably what he used, but you probably can or see whatever's there.
You have a rule in the word?
I tried, and I couldn't find anything. It kept trying to correct me in perilous. It's also hard to make out the fourth letter.
Yeah, what do you people think here? What do you think that is? That fourth after the R?
I want to say an A, but then you've got termite damage, so it's hard to tell. Huh.
It can't be that old, there's a 4-H down there.
It could easily be somebody's last name.
It could be.
The mystery.
And it will remain. This one I put back in color. We've done this in black and white, but there was a reason I like it in color, and that is that it was dusk that particular evening, and like we were turning to leave, and the storefront behind us turned their lights on, and so there was this red pop, and it turned this tree orange, and so this was taking the oldest, outside the oldest church in Vienna.
It looks hand colored.
Well, isn't that green
It
like?
is hand colored.
moss or something? The green is mauve or?
Moss.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting how it's just a certain area.
What does it mean? Spirals. You love it or hate it? Because I've always liked this picture. I've had a couple of people look at it going, I can't tell.
like this one better had you put it so that the background was straight up. It fits my OCD is better.
Yeah, I actually like it for that reason.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I
do.
like it for the reason that I feel like I'm falling. I
Yeah.
love that.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
that's.
I want to turn my head around.
I like that yellow thing in the corner though, really important, it gives more detail than anything else.
And it serves as an anchor. Mhm. Mhm.
And it does. It does make me feel like I'm falling, but you know. Often you go into church, it's kind of off kilter, right?
Interesting that you cover the main altar piece there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the snake over.
Actually, I didn't include it in this, but I have a picture of it. The snake eating its own tail. But it's the gate, and then in the background there's a statue of this guy, and it looks like it's coming around and eating his head. Spirals again. Okay, so as far as spiral staircases go, I have a ton of them. This is a spiral staircase, not looking up it or down it.
Hi,
bottom.
Doug. Talking to one of our viewers.
Give me some more hearty.
Yeah. Give us some hearts, Doug.
This was taken in the Munich Treasury, and my sister's a jeweler, so there's a thing there where I kind of gravitate toward this kind of thing. But otherwise, with the OCD too, it's in the hinges, and the doorknobs, and the inlaid floors and stonework and stuff. I like stuff that's done really, really well. It's going to last a really, really long time. And when I look at a floor like that, or a door like that, or a hinge that's been hanging for hundreds of years, it turns me on. I love it. And so when I see something so meticulously done, the porch is this big, it's carved out of rose quartz with the St. George flame dragon, and it is phenomenal. If you ever get a chance, go look at it. The horse's eyes were what I chose this one. The local.
Really looks like a comic figure with a mask on, so to speak. And I would love to see him, so to speak. But never mind.
I haunted this statue. I have 1,000 pictures. Again with the jewels. I put this in for Will.
Is that a full-size sword?
Badass. Like if I had a sword, that's the one I would. I mean, that's the one I have. Clearly.
I certainly wouldn't want to stab anybody with it.
It would be hard to clean. Like, yeah. Exactly.
Nancy, can you wave goodbye to our viewers? I hope you have a great evening.
All this kind of stuff in that museum.
And I take photographs. Usually they don't like to take photographs.
It was pretty much all
Will's
the
gonna
last
apply
guy.
to me.